This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa, and here are this week's features to watch out for. On Motoring Forum, we shall have Colonel Bong Nebrija, MMDA EDSA traffic head, with insights into the EDSA road diet proposal. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on overtaking rules when in a multi-lane highway. This week's Paying Chuper is regarding wearing of proper uniforms of PUV drivers. The public service segment shall be about the published details of vehicle owners on the LTO website. Showcase this week shall have the compact SUV from Hyundai, the Tucson 2.0D GLS CRDI 8 automatic transmission 2WD. While for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the Philippine Autocross Championship Series Round 3 held at the Hacienda Designer Outlet in Silang, Cavite.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us!
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability. The new Strada, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Here are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. A total of 20 modernized jeepney units, which are vital in the success of the PUV modernization program, have been turned over to the Taguig Transport Service Cooperative, or TSC, during their 35th General Assembly.
The Taguig's TSC's 35th General Assembly was entitled Arangkada sa Pagbabago, as it highlighted how the PUVMP has increased the assets and revenues of the organization from 10 million pesos in 2017 to 63 million pesos by the end of 2018.
We are going into a more aggressive campaign for the transport cooperative to implement the PUVMP o yung PUV modernization program. At nakita po namin sa pagtulungan po ng DOTR na mas nagiging maganda po yung nagiging kabuhayan ng mga stakeholders po natin, particularly yung pong mga drivers dahil sila po ay hindi na po sila yung porsyentuhan kundi regular salaried na po sila with all the social assistance, yung social component po ng programa.
According to DOTR Undersecretary for Road Transport and Infrastructure, Mark De Leon, Taguig TSC was one of the first organizations that took the risk to participate on the PUVMP when it was first launched in 2017. The official added that Taguig TSC is now seeing the effect of the PUVMP in their revenue. Meanwhile, LTFRB Chairman Attorney Martin Delgra highlighted that this is a perfect example of what the modernization program could do, and the government is pushing it for today's generation and all the generations to come.
The Taguig TSC's 35th General Assembly was attended by relevant government officials together with executives from some car companies and manufacturers. Meanwhile, the DOTR has announced that they will be spearheading the implementation of Republic Act 11229, or the Child Safety in Motor Vehicles Act.
In a press conference, the DOTR discussed the ins and outs of the Child Safety in Motor Vehicles Act. The act, which was signed by President Rodrigo Duterte on February, mandates the use of child car seats, prohibits children below 12 years old from seating in the front seat, and requires children to be accompanied by adults when inside the vehicle.
Sa ating pag-aaral and sa pag-aaral sa ibang bansa, lalong-lalo na sa United Nations, mas vulnerable yung ating mga kabataan when it comes to road crashes. Yung kanilang physical development is very limited, kaya naman nirarapat ng itong bagong batas na kailangan naka-child seat sila and bawal din sila sa harapan umupo.
Under the law, the DOTR, in collaboration with other departments, together with other concerned agencies and stakeholders, shall promote the implementing rules and regulations on child restraint systems within 6 months from the effectivity of the Act. The press briefing was participated in by a set of panel composed of Ms. Jolina Magdangal Escueta, who shared how the child car seat saved her child's life. Dr. Juliard Go of WHO and Initiative for Dialogue and Empowerment through Alternative Legal Service Project Coordinator, Attorney Antonio Salvador.
The DOTR stated that they are in the forefront of road safety measures as part of the implementation of the Child Safety in Motor Vehicles Act. The Philippines is now among the group of countries that already instituted this law. Continuing, Pasang Mazda's umbrella organization in Tarlac has received 20 units of Isuzu PUVs. This is on the latter's effort to take the PUV modernization program across the country.
The 20 Isuzu PUV units were turned over to the Paniki Herona Tarlac Transport Services Cooperative, or the PGT Transeco, in cooperation with the DOTR and the LTFRB. Isuzu's modernized PUVs have been assembled in the Philippines using the Isuzu UKR77 platform, which is equipped with the Euro 4 compliant 4GH1 TC diesel engine that delivers better fuel economy and cleaner emissions than jeepneys. These are air-conditioned Class 2 vehicles with a side-facing seat configuration. The new PUV body is also compliant with Philippine national standards, which provides passengers safety and added convenience in fare collection. LTFRB Chairman Attorney Delga commended Isuzu for their continuous support of the PUV modernization program and said automakers play a key role in the modernization program since they provide the units needed for it to move forward.
The turnover of the Isuzu PUV units to Tarlac paves the way for the untapped, modernized PUV market in the province. And finally, in a protest against the doble placa, or the motorcycle crime prevention law, at least 50,000 motorcycle riders from all over the National Capital Region and neighboring provinces joined the recent nationwide Unity Ride.
According to Motorcycle Rights Organization Chairman Jobert Bolaños, various motorcycle groups are prepared to take legal remedies should the implementing rules and regulations of the doble placa law would fail to address riders' concerns, which have been repeatedly raised before the concerned government agencies. Bolaños added that the number of participants was unexpected and is beyond what they anticipated. Furthermore, he stressed that some motorcycle groups are preparing a petition of a declaratory relief to actually call on certain provisions of the law unconstitutional. Meanwhile, he claimed the Senate did not consult them when the chamber drafted the bill, noting that bikers played a huge part in the drafting of the lower house's version of the bill. However, they are still counting on the Land Transportation Office's promise of looking into changing the front plates and turn it into vinyl decal stickers or radio frequency identification or RFID tags.
The said Unity ride caused heavy traffic on EDSA as riders occupied several lanes of the thoroughfare, leaving only one lane for other motorists. The motorcycle groups extended their apologies for the inconvenience and called on the public for their understanding. Those are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Here's Ray Louie.
Having a new traffic head, we have seen strict enforcement of traffic rules and regulations on EDSA. Over time, traffic proposals and suggestions arose, and one of these is road diet. This week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, we have Colonel Bong Nebriha, the new EDSA traffic manager, to give us more insights into this said matter. Hello, Colonel Nebriha, and welcome to Motoring Today.
Hello, and to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
Last year, the MMDA has come up with a new way to ease traffic congestion on EDSA without expanding the thoroughfare. This is known as road diet, and as all other proposals, has since received mixed reaction from the public. For the benefit of our viewers, can you please tell what road diet really is and the status of its proposal?
Well, road diet is actually, the term road diet is from the World Resource Institute, which means it's not actually narrowing the lanes, right? But purpose of a road diet is minimizing the cars, right, flowing through there. So it means minimizing the vehicles flying that route, of certain route. But we have a different term, lane narrowing. So lane narrowing, so instead of the existing 3.5, we're trying to narrow it down to 2.7. The reason we have for the 3.5 is for the speed of the vehicles flying EDSA before. Since there were no traffic, EDSA was smooth and flowing. You could go as fast as more than 60 kilometers per hour. But now, it's really impossible. Not only because of the traffic itself, but because of the road condition. It's not the same as before. So that's why every weekend we're having this road reblocking, because really what EDSA needs now is a rehabilitation. So actually, the speed limit for EDSA now is only 50 kilometers per hour. So with that speed, we're trying to match it with the width of the lanes. So it could be done with 2.7. So if we will narrow the lanes of 2.7, excluding the bus lanes, I think we could come up with one more lane. Maybe it's not a full lane, but just a lane good enough maybe to funnel in all the motorcycles and give them a corridor of their own. So again, this is a proposal that we made to DPWH. We are waiting for a reply from them, because really this is not, there will be no reconstructions on EDSA. It is just repainting of lanes based on the width that we're trying to propose.
Once approved, if it will be, do you have plans already as to how the agency will start dieting the roads and how the traffic management will be, since it might also cause traffic, or in any case, how will you prevent that from happening?
Yes, initially we are studying a 3-1-2. 3 for private lanes, 1 for motorcycle lanes, and 2 for bus lanes. So 3-1-2. The motorcycle lane will be in between the private vehicle lanes and the bus lane. But then again, as I've said, this is just a proposal. We need an intensified study on this as far as simulation is concerned, because we need to know where to put the motorcycle lane when it comes down to the tunnel and up the flyovers. Will they be there, or will they be on the side streets, or shall we say service road?
EDSA in 6 lanes, additional 1 from its current 5. Will that also mean that there will be changes in EDSA traffic rules and regulations?
Well, maybe we could add the motorcycle lane as an exclusive lane, so there will be a different. Now, if you go out of that, then you could be penalized. Right now, it's really hard because you're authorized to overtake the vehicles because it's shared lane. You could overtake the cars ahead of you. So now, they could really go out of the motorcycle lane just to pass a vehicle. But then again, if you're given an exclusive lane for motorcycle, it might be different. We might have a different rules and regulations for that.
In our past interviews with you, you've mentioned numerous times that vehicle volumes increasing every year but the number of available roads isn't, which in turn causes traffic. How do you think will this move help on that problem?
Well, basically, the problem is still volume. We are not expanding the road. We are just giving an extra lane and narrowing some lanes. Well, basically, the number of vehicles that will be passing through there will be the same. And we're just trying to segregate them into lanes so that we could have a continuous flow of traffic. So this will not somehow affect the flow. But I'm not promising or I'm not saying that we could still improve the travel speed and well, the travel time that we have right now. If so, maybe a little bit, but not much, because really the problem is that EDSA, as it is right now, is over capacity. And we're moving to the half of the year, we're increasing car sales each month, and by the end of this year, we will be having more. So the disparity or the mismatch between the road networks available and the volume of vehicles is still the problem.
A lot have expressed support on this initiative, but there were also some who aired their comments and suggestions saying that EDSA isn't fit for a road diet. It will only cause more road accidents, among other things. What is your take on that, sir?
Well, in all policies that we came out with, there will always be pros and cons. There will always be people who will like it, and many also will bash it. But then again, this is our mandate to come up with policies that could help the motorists or at least help ease the traffic in Metro Manila. And this one, well, scheme that we're trying to test. If it will not work, we will not ram it on your throats, the motorists. Just like in any other policies, the high occupancy vehicle lanes or the single driver only policy or scheme that we came out with, when we were told to stop it, we stopped it. But then again, we will still propose this to the Metro Manila Council. If it will be approved, then we can continue and test it.
Thank you very much for your time, Colonel Lebrija. Before we end, do you have any message to the viewers relevant to the topic, most especially to regular EDSA users?
Well, to all motorists, here's my request. Being the EDSA chief right now, if you're applying EDSA, please, EDSA is now a traffic discipline zone. 3 guidelines: eyes on the road, stay on your lanes, and observe traffic rules and regulations. We can only be successful in all these schemes if we will all cooperate, if we will all help each other. Let's set aside our personal or whatever self-centered motives of trying to squeeze in traffic, trying to box out some vehicles, or even the buses bullying the private vehicles. What I mean is, this is a problem that we can all together solve if we can help each other. So my advice when flying EDSA, let's give courtesy to one another, stay on your lanes.
Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, happy motoring.
Colonel Bong Nebrija, EDSA Traffic Manager of MMDA, our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Make the tough drive a luxurious pleasure. Montero Sport, the sophisticated SUV.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
You are back here with us here on Motoring Today. We now have this week's valuable motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
If you are on a multi-lane highway, mahigpit na ipinagbabawal ang tumawid papunta sa kabilang parte ng highway. As seen on the animation, you can overtake on your lane provided that it is safe to do so.
More motoring tips for you here on Motoring Today. Proper driver's demeanor while behind the wheel from Mitsubishi Motor Philippines.
Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Ka Jojo Martin, isang kapwa niyong tsuper, maging maayos sa pananamit tuwing papasada.
Kung gusto nating makarami ng pasahero, gawin nating presentable ang ating mga sarili sa tuwing tayo ay magmamaneho. Ugaliing isuot ang uniform ng samahan na iyong kinabibilangan kapag papasada sa daan. Iwasang magsuot ng mga pambahay na damit katulad ng sando at tsinelas kung ayaw mong ang pasahero ang umiwas at magalit.
Tandaan, kapag maayos ang kasuotan, pasahero ay iyong kaibigan. Ito po si Ka Jojo Martin. Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa niyo tsuper.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Mitsubishi Expander.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Continuing, we now welcome you to Motoring Today's World of Motorsports. We start with the latest news and developments. Champions of various local motorsports disciplines will be feted during the AAP Motorsports Awards to be held at the World Trade Center on April 4. Automobile Association Philippines holds the awards night annually at around this time of the year to honor and recognize the achievements of local motorsports champions of disciplines from karting to circuit racing and other motorsports disciplines that it oversees as part of its mandate as an affiliate of the FIA. Organizers of the 2019 Philippine Rallycross Series have announced that they will make some changes to event timelines for the event to adapt to a huge number of entries expected for Leg 2 of the Rallycross Series, which takes place on April 7 at its home track at the Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga. PHRX organizers were pleasantly surprised by the exponential increase in the number of entries for rounds 1 and 2 of the series, but this meant the nighttime round 2 continued well into the early hours of the next day. Those who plan to compete in Leg 2 of the 2019 PHRX, which coincides with the holding of the Lubao Hot Air Balloon and Music Fest, are well advised to check with the organizers for the changes. More on the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today as we now give you Race Weekend. Autocross is one of the mainstays of local grassroots racing, with a cadre of weekend warriors showing up regularly at each round of parking lot racing to save their addiction for gas-fueled shots of adrenaline. We get to meet some of these weekend warriors at the third round of the 2019 Philippine Autocross Championship Series in this week's Race Weekend feature. Autocross regulars and even the newbies revel at the wide-open course laid out at the sprawling parking lot of one of the trendiest malls in the South, the Hacienda Designer Outlet, when they first tried it out during the second round of the series. Back again on the same venue for the third round, weekend race warriors continue to enjoy the speeds that their cars can reach while also being challenged by chicanes, as well as slow and high-speed turns marked out by pylons. While the overall championship contenders, the Antons, Father Carlos and Son Inigo, Estefano Rivera et al. Were battling it out on top of the timesheets, many of the regulars as well as newbies and some returnees were just out to enjoy themselves, bettering personal records, getting podium finishes in respective classes, taken as icing on a cake. The same could be said for reigning autocross champion and slalom king Milo Rivera, who showed up and beat everyone again. But in this week's race weekend, we're going to focus on racers not surnamed Anton, Rivera, Borja, or those in the fight for the overall crown. We think it would be interesting to focus on the weekend warriors who enjoy competing for the competition's sake, like Andre Luanag. Andre competes in the all-Toyota and all-Corolla class, setting the 6th and 8th fastest time, respectively. And to Andre, it's all good.
Ina-expect ko sa sarili ko na mabibit ko yung time ko, personal time ko. Kasi yun yung pinaka-challenge sa akin eh. So, I don't mind kung sino man yung makasabay ko sa track. Kasi sa car industry naman, hindi naman talaga kailangan ng hate eh. So, you are both racing for performance para malaman mo yung potential ng car mo. So, ayun sa akin. Na-expect ko, syempre, more improvement sa kada run ko, kada sali ko siya.
Andre, one of at least 3 liwanags in autocross, loved the new track layout at the Hacienda Designer Outlet but would like to compete in more new venues.
Yung track ngayon, same as round 2. So, naiba lang ng onti yung pylons. Pero, okay naman siya eh. Hindi naman siya ganun kadulas. Yung track A lang talaga medyo mabuhangin talaga eh. So, medyo nag-i-slip yung kotse. Looking forward for more challenging track. Siyempre, for improvement. Driving skills, yun ang nililook forward ko. Medyo mas challenging pa yung track natin.
Also competing in the all-Toyota class is Jeremy Balalio, who ended up one place higher than Andre in the class.
So far, I run a little bit slower because I am doing lots of adjustment to the car because the car is right now not in good condition, but still I managed to get a good run.
Still, like most weekend warriors, Jeremy dreams of one day competing on a level with the top guns of motorsports.
For me right now, a little bit pressure because of the both Anton and Myla. But still, I will do my best to catch up with them.
Another weekend warrior, Mark Borja, entered in the novice modified C category and the rear-wheel drive class. He finished 4th in his novice category and was listed 2nd in the official results, albeit a far second to the great Milo Rivera in the rear-wheel drive class.
Right now it feels pretty good because I'm doing pretty well. I'm improving compared to last year. I'm learning more and more, and that's what matters to me right now.
Mark also enjoyed tackling the Hacienda Designer Outlet Autocross track a second time around, but is looking forward to the challenges of future venues.
Actually, this is the second time we've done this. It's back to back, so it's pretty good. I like the layout. I think everybody else does too. It seems like a driver's track where you can really take your car to the limit compared dun sa mga ibang tracks in the past na maraming harang, so medyo nakakatakot. Ito maluwag, but it is dusty, it's a little slippery. I'm looking to do the other tracks, and I'm looking to get some trophies, to be honest. I want to get podium this time. I want to complete the season.
Meanwhile, an autocross returnee, Paulo Bautista, has been showing up at autocross events as part of an R&D program he plans to enter into circuit and related forms of racing. He entered in the all-Toyota class where he finished 3rd, the all-Corolla class where he finished 1st, and also in the GT Experience category where he finished 5th.
Well, it feels really good since this is where I really started my racing career. Maybe a stretching or warm-up for the circuit season since it hasn't started yet. So yeah, it feels good to be back here. Well, the goal is for this season is really join circuit, but there's no really clear plans on circuit yet. So we try to join as many motorsports events as we can and really perfect the car for every motorsport aspect there is. Since we're on the research and development stages of the car, since we just really acquired it just recently.
Paulo is treating the autocross rounds like how Milo Rivera is using this season's autocross championship, warming up for the circuit racing season here and perhaps abroad. Warm up or not, Milo Rivera ended up fastest overall in the 3rd round. Carlos Anton was 2nd fastest overall. Estefano Rivera was 3rd. Inigo Anton was 4th fastest overall but topped the open overall category and the all-Honda class. In the novice class, it was Cody Nang who was quickest overall after everyone completed their runs in the 3rd round of the 2019 Philippine Autocross Championship Series. Local motorsports events draw a lot of interesting characters, not only the champions and contenders, but also the also-rans who compete not to win, but to enjoy the fun and excitement of competing. Winners or just joiners alike, these motorsports characters make every leg of every motorsports events all the more fun and interesting to cover and report on for our faithful viewers and followers. That's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels.
We made it!
The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
The Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Be practical.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Black Rhino Wheels Philippines recently opened its newest outlet store in Parañaque in collaboration with Overland Kings, a new hub for off-roaders, adventure seekers, and outdoor enthusiasts for all their equipment gear. According to Black Rhino Wheels Philippines, the opening of the outlet store in Parañaque is their way of bringing their products closer to customers residing in the area, as well as in Alabang. Additionally, it will also be a channel for customers to purchase older designs of Black Rhino wheels at a discounted price. The store also carries equipment such as vehicle roof racks, portable toilets and refrigerators, outdoor lighting systems, and vehicle-mounted tents and canopies.
Concept One and Black Rhino Wheels, we're happy to collaborate with Overland Kings to open an outlet store in south of the metro. We're here in by Merville, and we decided to collaborate to come up with a one-stop shop for people who like off-roading, trailing, or overlanding. To get your basic rig set up right away, you can choose to come here to look at the different products. Of course, we come with the basic lift kit, wheels and tires from Black Rhino, Nito, Yokohama, and Safiro tires. And then we also have, of course, our Black Rhino rims, Concept One also. Then we have your camping gear like your roof racks, tents, and basic equipment for overlanding, for glamping as well.
The shop is inspired by the growing demand for the off-roading and camping lifestyle of Filipinos. Hence, the outlet store is headed by Mr. Joel Pedro, Chief Adventure Officer of Overland Kings.
We like to collaborate with quality brands. And Black Rhino takes us one step further to that dream or to that goal to be able to provide quality things. So the Black Rhino hard alloys is a starting point. Once you set up your rims, once you set up your tires, once you set up your lift, then Adventure Kings, Overland Kings come into play to finish off the overall look of the lifestyle truck.
Following the debut of the all-new Mazda 3 at the 2018 Los Angeles Auto Show, Mazda Philippines has officially previewed the new model.
This morning event is the reveal of the 2019 or 2020 all-new Mazda 3. And so we're showing the hatchback to the Philippines market, in fact in the region for the first time since the launch in LA.
The all-new Mazda 3 features Mazda's more enhanced Kodo design language. The 4th generation model retains the previous model's exterior details. However, it now features a new grille that houses a bolder set of headlights. Inside, the cabin is neat and everything is wrapped in Mazda's trademark leather, giving the interior an elegant touch.
This time, we're revealing the product itself to show the public about the design or the new design of the Mazda and the level of quality and the craftsmanship. That's the reason why the cars are here, so that the press can have a look at it, go inside and touch and feel. These are production level car, but at this time we are not yet ready to announce timing on sale or talk about pricing or specification. Now, I think the important thing is to understand the new design of the Mazda, especially the all-new Mazda 3.
Although Mazda Philippines is yet to announce more about the all-new Mazda 3 specs and powertrain details, it stated that the all-new model will either get a Skyactiv G, which is present in the current Mazda 3, Skyactiv D, or Skyactiv X, which combines gasoline spark ignition and diesel compression ignition.
The subject of a later announcement when all the markets are ready. At the moment, the car just gone on sale in the US and Europe, and it will roll out to the rest of the world. So the purpose of this reveal is to show an actual car to the public. There's been a lot of news about it.
Toyota Motor Philippines has kicked off its hybrid electric vehicle, or the HEV Campus Tour Series, in partnership with Mapua University's Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering Department. The educational tour coincided with the department's 79th anniversary, making the Toyota Prius and Toyota Prius C units the centerpiece of their Engineering Week's opening day. The first leg of the HEV Campus Tour, which was held at the Mapua School grounds in Intramuros, Manila, offered both students and faculty a first-hand look on the benefits of HEV technology through a symposium and an all-day test drive activity. A dedicated test drive area also welcomed students for a short route with the Prius C hatchback. Accompanied by a Toyota technical representative to answer their questions, the test drive activity was enjoyed by almost 100 student drivers. The AutoHub Group has officially made an announcement that they are the exclusive selling agent of Pagani here in the Philippines.
His representatives came to the Philippines sometime in 2015 looking for an exclusive selling agent or a representative of Pagani in the Philippines, and we were one of the people they interviewed. So from then, we were invited to go to Shanghai to take a look at one of his events in a showroom. So we went to Shanghai to visit him. And that was the first time I met Mr. Pagani in person. And then the month after, we immediately went to Modena, where the factory is. And that's how the relationship started.
Celebrating this milestone, AutoHub Group brought Pagani himself to Manila. Pagani's visit in the country was timely as it coincided with the 20th anniversary of Pagani's first ever commercial release, the Zonda C12, which debuted at the 1999 Geneva International Motor Show.
La Pagani è una compagnia familiare, è nata da zero con credetemi, con un grande sforzo, perché io sono arrivato dall'Argentina che avevo 26 anni, con una moglie di 19 anni e soltanto 2 valigie, ma con l'illusione, l'idea di disegnare e costruire un giorno la mia macchina. E così pian pianino abbiamo iniziato a lavorare, anche prima con dei lavori molto umili, e poi ho cominciato a lavorare come operaio in Lamborghini, e ho lavorato quasi 9 anni in Lamborghini e devo anche moltissimo alla Lamborghini per quello che ha fatto per me, nonostante ho cominciato come un operaio. E mantengo un rapporto veramente molto molto bello con questa straordinaria compagnia.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The Hyundai Tucson retains its traditional look and style while also sporting a bit of changes and improvements here and there. In this week's Showcase, it's all about the 2019 Hyundai Tucson and what makes it stand out among its competitors in the market. Watch this. That was the Hyundai Tucson 2.0D GLS CRDI 8-speed automatic transmission two-wheel drive. A car that strives to be nothing but better for everyone who seeks adventure. Our featured vehicle here on Showcase courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
On the final stretch of Motoring Today, we have our public service segment.
In a recent press conference, someone pointed out that details of motor vehicle owners are posted online. We will be highlighting this matter on public service this week. On the said event, it was asked as to why the names of car owners and their license plates are posted on the LTO website, and if its Data Privacy Act covered. For the benefit of our concerned viewers, the LTO said that data posted online are those that are in alarm, but stressed that they also take a look at the matter and will do the necessary action.
Pag pinopost na ganyan, maaring yung nasa alarm, no? But I'll check on that kung may pagkakamali, we'll correct it.
The LTO chief added that details of impounded vehicles that are for auction are also posted.
Halimbawa, mag-auction kami ng mga impounded vehicles. One way of telling them, pinopost namin yung may-ari. Not to advertise, kumbaga notify them. Kasi hindi sila minsan nag-comply o hindi sila nag-reply doon sa pinapadala namin sulat. Requirement yun na kung i-auction namin yung impounded vehicles which has been impounded for more than 6 months, kailangan notify yung may-ari.
Meanwhile, DOTR Undersecretary for Legal Affairs Rainier Yebra said that there's a thing called Registered Owner Rule, wherein the public can go to LTO whenever there's an accident to check who's the owner of a certain vehicle.
Meron po kasi tayong tinatawag na Registered Owner Rule na kung saan pagka may aksidente ho, ang public po ay pwede pumunta sa LTO at i-check po kung sino po ang registered owner ng vehicle upang malaman kung sino ang liable. So maaring yan pong sinasabi niyong data ay maaring hindi ho covered ng data privacy sapagkat yan ho ay dapat naisa sa publiko po.
We thank our two gentlemen from the Land Transportation Office, ASIC Ed Galvante, and from the Department of Transportation, USEC Rainier Yebra, for their valuable insights on this query.
That's our public service segment. And may we remind you once again that if you come across any motoring issue or problem that you deem as unsafe or inimical to the general motoring public, which you would like us to highlight on this portion or to refer to the proper authorities for appropriate action, let us know about it. Take a look at your screens for our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and to follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 32nd year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!